I am the Dusty Dynamo, the T.O. who's known to tiptoe around you hoes.
Quick hitters as always.
Husky boy season.
Sorry, Mom. I nutted out Party Bus balls. Facts.
Bitches the young in the wash. It's going down in the garage. Bitches the young in the wash. It's going up like Randy Moss.
Frontier boys in the building tonight. Oh, what a feeling. I'm feeling right.
That's wild.
You ain't even got to bring your first class tickets out. It's the budget class flying of the year, baby. The red label's on the house.
That's terrible.
That's fire. Shouts to Rock Nation. It's your boy, the Dusty Dynamo, the T.O. who known to tiptoe around you hoes like I got turf toe, a.k.a. the step and repeat bandit. And with me as always is
apparently it's the red label boys, Mr. Buckets and Backshots, Drake in the building. We got the Hebrew Hammer in the building, Mr. Walk On himself,
Mr. Tin Roof Tycoon. He's a South Bay savant now because he's been here for at least 4 weeks.
I know, honestly, this guy's not the Nashville kid anymore.
Hey, can we? Because he's not here. I think we need to dub Dre the new Sultan a single. I think it's. I think he's moved up. I think he's been out here. Oh, Big Dre's not here today. He's having fun in San Fran. But I think he's been a little bit of a hootie patootie. He's been outside, and I think I'm not gonna say the same way Josh earned it, but I think in a similar manner he has earned the Sultan of Single. I think he's
he's promoted.
Yeah, it's like I don't know if that's a promotion, but
we're gonna just fell into the role.
Yeah, exactly. As you know,
there's an open spot. We filled it.
As you hope, you know what
internally.
I mean? Yeah. And Josh kicked this off for the last Young in the Watch of the Year.
Last Young in the Watch of the Year.
Quick
That's
hitters.
True. Quick hitters. Yeah. All right. So first, I want to start with you, Trav. What's the most overrated luxury brand?
Overrated luxury brand. Fuck.
I'll go first.
That's a good one.
I don't know.
I just never like the way Balenciaga shoes looks. I just think they look ugly as hell.
I'll give you that one.
Besides the ones that look like socks, though, like Cardi B said, though, I like those ones.
Like those?
But everything else is disgusting. I don't know. I'm obviously showing that I'm broke.
I don't have any of these.
Travis has a name brand belt and wallet right now.
That's MCM. MCM.
That's name brand.
It's mid. It's like mid designer. Like, it's not Louis V. It's not Gucci. Man, I'm trash. I'll go YSL.
Okay.
I'm gonna go YSL.
Okay, I think YSL, to Travis' point, is because they for the men, I think they only make like YSL jeans and tees, and I'm not wearing designer denim. I have a rule, like I'm not spending money like big.
They got good cologne. They got good cologne. They got good cologne, but I'm not. Yeah. I'm going over there overrated.
Okay, that's fair.
You guys got two good ones. I don't really know. I'm not.
I thought you said Gucci.
You know what's funny? I was just gonna say because of the nigga I used to be. I'm gonna try to stop not cuss as much, but I got this because this is what I was at this time. The nigga I used to be, the True Religion Gucci belt nigga.
Oh.
That's a clip.
He's like the clip. The combo was just too.
Wow. Yeah, I was a True Religion Gucci belt fanatic. Probably with a rosary.
I'm about to say rosary with the bracelets on too.
The only Hail Mary I knew at that time was Doug Flutie, and I got down to have a rosary on. But yeah, I'm gonna go Gucci. But I think like your question is more of like, what does that brand do that's overrated? Like I hate the Gucci belt and Gucci shoes, but like
I love
Gucci
Louis
shirts.
V.
I don't mind. But like they're starting Louis V. Like don't get me wrong, I really wanted one, but there's like I hate Louis V backpacks now.
Oh, I love them. I still think it's the go.
Don't get me wrong. I once paid one of our homegirls in high school. I'll tell you guys afterwards. Like $950 for a Louis backpack. And I remember thinking this is all I had to my name at like 19 years old. Like this is like my life savings. And I was like, I don't need to get to work. If I got this Louis backpack, that's all the fuck I need. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have a Louis backpack.
Terrible.
In a Pontiac. I'm gonna have this Louis backpack. Like, but
all right.
Yeah.
Zoe, go back to you. Have you ever been stood up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like maybe I count like if you text me, if I get somewhere early-ish or on time and you text me,
like you're not making it.
Yeah, I consider that stood up. Stood up, no, but most people consider stood up like you didn't say a word to that person.
No, I think that's being stood up. I think that's part of the definition.
Yeah,
I would agree.
Yeah,
have you been stood up, Josh?
I'm trying to think.
Stand up, the Tennessee kid.
I don't think I've ever been stood up. But the one thing that will drive me absolutely nuts back in the day was like, oh, I fell asleep. Like, you're fucking lying. I'm sorry, I'm not trying.
Well, Josh, stop sending you up text at 1:40 and that doesn't happen.
Dude,
you're a liar.
Yeah. If my last text was before 8 p.m. and you fell asleep, you're
that's
lying.
Cap. You're right.
But I don't think I've ever been stood up.
Josh is also like me. He'll stay
either.
asleep till 2:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. Like you know what's funny? I guarantee you, Josh has thought he's gotten stood up, and when they text him at 1:30, he has replied and gotten unstood up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been stood up.
Yeah.
I've been politely let down. You know, I've been politely let down.
I can't make it today.
No, like I don't know, like trying to hit up a girl and she's like, nah.
Of course, I mean,
I put that slightly being put down.
Yeah, I mean,
no, but stood up is like we made plans.
No, I don't think I've ever been stood up. No.
Yeah. All right, would you rather have all the money or all the power?
All the power, I can get the money.
That's the answer right there. If you have power, you're probably gonna. Actually,
well, I'm about to say, if I have all, I'm about to say, I'm taking all the money because if you have all the money, you got all the power. It could go both ways. But I'm for sure having the money. You could take your power and make your money. Well, I'm for sure getting money, and then I'll get the power out.
No, but there's certain things money can't buy.
Bang! Oh shit!
There's things money can't buy that influence can give you. And the word. I'm not going to say his name because we're not going to play bingo today, but there was one rapper, and I quote says, "No one man deserves all this power."
God, another episode where we just...
I didn't say it. We didn't say it.
Said it.
I didn't say it.
Reference.
It's fine, bro.
I'd rather have the money because money...
Yeah, take the money, bro.
Yeah, with power...
all the money? Shit.
Nah, because I feel like this. They print money every day. You know what power gets you? And maybe I'm an egomaniac, but I'm fine with that. I like to like walk in a room, and if you like... I'll say this: someone being richer than me doesn't make me like shrivel up. That's fine. Like I'm around niggas who got more money than me regularly, but when a guy comes in and you know, like it's his room now.
Yeah,
like it's his room. Like the money's cool, but like there's something that he demands. Like his presence demands that there's no wallet for. Yeah.
Can we think of somebody that has power without money though? Is there a human being?
I mean, think about every rapper we know. Half the niggas are broke, and they walk in rooms and they get whatever they want catered to. Like it's just like status. Like status can do things for you that money can't. You can be broke living off your status.
I think that's the difference because what I would say to your point is like if you want the power over the money, then you probably want what people think about you more than you care about like. I don't know, like
material items.
The way I see it is like if I have the money, it allows me the options to do whatever the hell I want to do, where I want to do it, when I want to do it. The power is more of like if I wanted someone to go do something for me, I have the power to do that, or to go get something.
It's a control factor.
Exactly. It's more controlling. Where this one just gives me options, and I want my options more than I want the power.
I feel like it goes back to our conversation. Would you rather be respected or loved? Like. I'd rather be respected. So maybe I do want the power. I don't know.
Exactly. I'm about to say, if you want respect, which I think we all kind of said, then yeah, you probably want the power, but I'm good with the money.
If you could own any sports franchise, which one would you choose? I'm going Yankees.
Yeah.
Yankees is something about the Yankees.
Man City. I'm gonna go.
Wow, that's pretty fire, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna
pretty fire.
Cause that money don't end, bro. That shit, and also they be sponsored by I don't know what Frontier to find out, but they be sponsored by the Fire Airlines, and I'm like I've been on YouTube lately looking at like how the Emirates be like
it's different, bro.
Airways,
it's different,
bro. You got a shower in your plane.
It's different,
multiple showers.
It's different.
Like what they call like auto buses. Like that's how big they're. Dude, that's
damn. I hate them because they're so. And annoying. Sorry for
Cowboys.
The Cowboys. I'm gonna go Cowboys, bro.
Buy them jean shorts right now
because they're just the America's team.
Because America's team. Because as much as you hate them, we're always there, and I'm making bread. And those people are my fans are dumb and easily influenced.
You can go the Steelers instead.
No, I don't want that.
Hey, you know, off topic, on topic. You know, I saw that the NFL, like America, didn't name the Cowboys America's team. It was like an NFL marketing thing, and they offered it to like two other teams.
I want the number one cricket team,
and they said no.
Yeah, because I guess the Steelers are like they didn't want that flashy fake because I feel like they're the Steelers because the steel mill they're kind of like the real embodiment of the American dream. We're gonna be immigrants, come here, thug this shit, thug it out, and then like grind for this shit just to be middle class. But middle class here is better than middle class wherever the hell I came from. Whereas like Texas had oil money, they're a little bit more prissy, stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, they're real cowboys. They really be getting to it and stuff.
Facts.
But I think like they were saying like. They didn't think it would like the reception of America's team. Like people didn't want to see quote unquote like immigrant whites or like the type of like brand of football that the Steelers play be called America's team. Whereas like
I feel like that would be something you'd want.
I would think so too. But then like think about it. I think the Cowboys are a better representation of America. A rich white man, your wide receiver's got his nose in all types of powder. Like, you know what I mean?
Kind of right in the middle of the country.
Yeah, kind of in the middle of the country, big ass area. Like You know, it kind of makes sense in hindsight, but I do.
Texas football, yeah. I mean, it does. It did, sense.
But I don't know if Texas football was Texas football before America's team. Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like that also might be part of.
I feel like San Diego gave themselves their own title, like America's finest city. Did somebody else call us that?
It's so right.
It's true, but like I think we self-claimed nickname San Diego.
I'm okay with
have that. Here's the thing:
they ain't lying.
We deserve something. Like we're not LA.
The dice don't lie. The dice don't lie. You know, and that's a fact.
Yeah, everyone else is fine. No one's arguing with Detroit about the Motor City. They ain't built a car there in like 80 years, bro.
That is true. All right, so what do you do when you're bored?
Usually go on YouTube.
Me too.
Bother Josh about like one of my favorite activities is like texting Josh about like a possibility for something for JP25 Media that I know we're not going to do, but it kills like 25 minutes of my time.
The blimp that you wanted?
Yeah, the blimp. We're going to do a dodgeball tournament for Jake's projects. I've been pushing this for 3 years and I want this done.
Yeah, like, we got to get like 8 teams, bro.
Yeah, we're getting 8 teams. Ironic. Speaking of, Josh, how did you feel? Viewers at home, we had a conversation about Vanessa Williams on this pod once, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And me and Josh found out last night that the dude from Dodgeball, the black guy, is Vanessa Williams' brother.
Blew my mind.
Bro, when awesome. I saw that, I sent it to Josh and me and I said, there's no. But then the funny thing is, when you look at the side by side, she looks like him with a wig on.
100%.
And I was like, dude, is that nigga cute? Am I tripping? I don't know.
That's wild.
All right.
Travis plays video games when he's bored.
I'm about to say, I don't really get bored. I guess I'm bored when I'm waiting for things to happen. And at that point, I get anxiety. And that's not good.
Travis is like, get dressed 30 minutes before he leaves, sit on the edge of his bed, palms start sweating type of guy.
Like, it's like, yeah, like that's why I'm so weird about time. Like, I guess that's when I'm bored. Like, if you're like, hey, guys, like, you know, I need to be here by 6:30. And like, I'm waiting somewhere at like 6 o'clock and I'm ready and I'm waiting and I'm like, like, it's like, this sucks. Like, you know, and then I get bored. I'm like, maybe play some Clash of Clans.
All right, Trav, are you superstitious?
I like to think yes.
And do you have like an example?
Not really. No. I guess I used to, I guess with bracelets, like, I don't know, like I always like to have a bracelet on. If I don't have something on my wrist, I feel naked.
Okay. But you don't do anything out of the ordinary? Like, for example, when my team's losing or playing bad, I'll change the channel and then change it back to like change the juju.
I like to think sometimes when I'm standing up, but like, I don't know, like in reality, I don't do anything because I try to think that I have no power over what happens. Like, I don't like to think that, I guess. That's good. But overall, I think I am superstitious.
I feel all athletes to some degree are
Yeah. So I guess I used to wear like with basketball, like, I guess like when I used to go play at like open gyms and stuff like that, like I liked wearing a certain pair of shorts, like, you know, and stuff like that. Like,
that's very superstitious.
There's certain outfits that I like to wear to like work out in or play basketball in or football or stuff like that. So, yeah.
What about you, Zo?
I think we're all superstitious because even like as dumb as it sounds, like when you're little and you get new shoes and you think you're faster or jump higher, I think that's a form of being superstitious. Like, you know, but like I'm definitely, this is funny, I have a Falcons poncho that I refuse to wear because
28-3.
No, I didn't wear it then. Go f yourself. Excuse me, we could bleep that. But that one, I have this is funny. I have a Michael Turner jersey that I've seen us lose 2 playoff games. And one, we were at your ex-neighbor's house, and when we got smacked by the Packers in that NFC playoff game, I threw that shit off and walked home. Her dad had to give it back to me the next day. I left that shit. They were having a whole family party, and he's a Bucs fan, so he refused to let me watch it downstairs. And I went up in his room. He let me watch it in his like chair, me and her kicking it in there. And I didn't say a word. I threw my jersey off and walked home, and he just gave it to me like the next day, and he was just smiling. I was like, "Oh, fuck yourself." I was so mad. But yeah, it's usually like my teams. Like, I'll take off clothing, I'll put clothing back on, I'll like leave the room. I'm very big on if I'm not watching the game and we're winning, I won't put the game on.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, I'm a big one. I also don't watch sports when I'm golfing because it ruins my score. I'll never forget.
Oh, that's the reason.
Oh, go fuck yourself. I remember one time we were playing at Salt Creek RIP, and I might have been +5 through 6. It was like the best round of my life. And the Falcons went up like 17-3 on the fucking 49ers, and then they got like 2 quick tubs, and I might have been +9 over the next 3 holes. I was just
you're hilarious, bro.
What?
I promise you, it's not the sports, bro.
Bro,
I promise you, it's
let's not play this game. Let's not play this game.
Not on the links, bro. Not on the links, dog.
Hey, guys. Hey, I got a quick hitter.
Yeah.
How did Beard Eye go for you guys?
We lost, bro. I openly admit that to you.
To them, we won like 12 games though.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I just like to watch Travis get flustered because I don't care. Right, I just like to watch him. You know, one of my favorite things to do is wins that I honestly don't care about. Constantly reminding Trav, because when I get a big win, it's not that big. I
love the hustled by the guy that you're partners with, by the way.
Yeah, I just
no. He became a ninja that day. The most athletic performance by him I've ever seen.
I love the big jump, the big pivot right now, the big travel, because all of a sudden, you know, we're talking about links and you know, and stuff like that.
I say it on Brandon.
Talking about how sports, about how that's affected, you know, and then all of a sudden, I beat you at Beer Die. Like, okay, like let's relax.
I beat you in Top Golf too. That's the
one. That's you do hold that one.
All right, boys and girls, one of my favorite activities is we're going to do the what not to do going into the new year. I usually wait this for the beginning of the year of what I don't want to see going into the new year, but no, we're going to do this now. Starting off with number 1. Folks, listen to me. Not everything is trauma. I promise you guys, not everything is trauma. At times in your life, you're faced with adversity. The problem with human beings is we self-analyze and we look internally, and we low-key have an ego that makes us believe that everything in the universe is out to get us. Sometimes the universe is just set up that because we are so fucking hard-headed, the only way for us to learn is through this. It is not trauma. It's a fucking lesson. Learn it. You're not a victim. If anything, you're a victim of yourself. And that's not trauma.
Preach.
That is you. Number 2, and I said this before, ladies, we're not, and you know what? Fuck that. Men too, because I saw men doing it this year too. I know we're back outside. This is the first year officially back outside. 2023, I'm not doing birthday months. It's not happening.
No, that's despicable.
Get 2 events. I know I said I'll pay for dinner for you and your friends, and I got a lot of heat for that. That's 1 event. And if I like you, I'll show up to a family party. One of my homegirls had me out here in the month of February or some shit, and I felt like I was on a fucking tour with the Pussycat Dolls. It's not going to happen this year, okay?
No, birthday months are dead.
Number 3, and I've been an advocate of this, and I've kind of softened my thoughts on this, but I'm going to stick to it. Horoscopes don't matter. You really want to get to know somebody, when you go into their phone, don't look if they're a Virgo or a Pisces or whatever it is. Go to their Spotify and find that playlist that is not public that will tell you everything you need to know
Sagittarius
about that
gang.
Exactly. If he's got a bunch of Mario Winans, that nigga's emotionally unstable. I promise you this. And if you are a new year, new me person, block me now. I'm on the same bullshit. I'm just trying to get some abs. And also, grown men, and I'm guilty of this too at times. Your social media is not a personality trait. You are not top G. You work at Circle K. It's not a thing. I promise you this. I promise you that if you spend time actually learning to interact with people, connections and good fortune will come your way. I promise you, if you look deep inside yourself and try to organically build relationships with people, instead of thinking that women and other people are just worldly possessions, and instead of thinking that you're borrowing someone's time, which we are all literally borrowing people's time. Even as fans of this podcast, I like to appreciate you all because we are borrowing your time. This is not promise, but I promise you that if you go online and thinking and you're reading, there's a difference between self-help and then just learning to be a narcissist through videos. It's not.
I need to tweet more.
It's not the same thing. I promise you, folks. And those are the DunZo promises of 2023. And if those don't work, get yourself a Blue Chew and go crazy. I don't fucking know.
Damn.
All right. With that being said,
Fire.
Things I do want to speak of.
Okay.
2023. I'm trusting Travis less because this nigga said he don't like tamales. And I'm thinking of all the overrated things that Travis does enjoy, and tamales being on one of them is crazy.
Okay, this is where I'm going to defend Travis.
Yes.
Okay.
Josh has no taste
I do like tamales, so I'm on Zoe's side.
Me too.
But here's the thing. Tamales are when you go to a really hot group of girls, and she's an 8, but her friends are 9s and 10s. You're like, she's hot, but she's an 8.
Thank you.
That's what Mexican food is, bro.
Exactly.
I got a question, though.
Thank you.
You know what I noticed, though? You said she's an 8. The 8 doesn't cheat. The 8's consistent. You go and you get that whatever you think is a 10, and you know what's crazy? You take that 10 somewhere else. Every taco shop's different. You know what's consistent? The tamale.
I'm not getting tamales at taco shops. That's why.
It's a fucking metaphor.
Yeah. But this is the thing, though. Tamales on the list of Mexican food, it has to be not in the top 5.
You guys eat fucking.
Facts.
What's a Jewish holiday food?
Jewish holiday.
Latkes? I don't know. Is that a thing? I'm
tripping.
Yeah, right. Is that it?
I'm totally blanking right now, but it's the soup, bro. Egg drop soup.
Egg drop soup is Chinese.
Yeah, egg drop soup ain't. I don't know about that one. I think the one.
The cold
matzo
soup.
ball soup.
Matzo ball soup. Another one.
This nigga's
No, bro. There is the cold egg soup.
Oh,
That's
really?
another thing.
Lentil?
Oh, really?
No, it's
No,
has a
not
name.
lentils.
I'll look it up.
Is that Jewish?
I don't know.
I think lentil's Jewish. I'm exposing my lack of culture right now.
But no, matzo ball soup definitely works.
Don't get me wrong.
Matzo ball soup's
black people
gas.
have stuff like this that like I refuse to eat. I think black eyed peas are horrible, but also black people aren't usually just eating black eyed peas like that. Like it's not a thing. I'm just saying.
It's just a lot better. It's just that unfortunately.
But you don't eat it. You eat it.
I know
for
it's
the
situation. It's
nostalgia.
like turkey. It's like Thanksgiving eating turkey. Like like let's be real. The turkey's not the best part.
I've never seen someone throw a turkey party.
Like no one really there for the turkey.
What are you looking for on Thanksgiving?
Ham and the stuffing.
You eat
Why
stuffing?
is ham so much better than
Why?
turkey?
No, time out. Would you eat stuffing?
Stuffing's fire.
fire.
Stuffing's fire.
I know I'm probably like people are against us on this because people don't like stuffing.
No one on my age group I know eats stuffing.
Stuffing
That's
is
crazy.
gas,
I
bro.
love it.
I love it. Put some gravy on that hoe.
But why is ham so much better than turkey?
It is.
You can do more with it. I love fried turkey. Don't get me
I like
wrong.
turkey more.
Fried turkey's good, but like ham is
No
better.
offense, Josh. You also like bland things.
I do. I'm the most
Yeah.
basic human being of all
No,
time.
I'm not going to give you that. I've seen your hair
I'll give
change too many
myself-
times.
Thanks, man. Mashed potatoes, I'll take over on Thanksgiving.
Yes,
Mashed
please.
potatoes, mac and cheese, and then turkey third. Or stuffing.
I'm not gonna lie.
Stuffing.
I'll take cranberry over stuffing.
Ham,
Oh
sweet yams with the marshmallows on top.
no!
I'm with you until the marshmallows. Not a marshmallow guy. Fuck
I'm
something.
not a
It just
sweet
makes it sweet. Just
guy.
makes it sweet.
I don't know. Not a cranberry guy though. That's for sure.
I'll put cranberry on my ham. I'm a sick motherfucker. It makes
that's
it
pretty
I
super.
really wish you
pretty
didn't
good.
say that,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
Like, we
pretty
might
good.
have to edit that out. Actually,
No, bro, that's gas, bro. Think about it. You get a candy
kinda just
ham.
like M&Ms,
you get
bro.
because that's a bottom tier.
Peanut
There's only
M&Ms
one
are
type.
pure
I got a
flame.
question. There's only one. But here's
I
the
can't
thing, though.
stop, honestly.
You can't tell. I did say the peanut ones were good. I did say that in the
You did,
video.
you did.
But I also say this. I can say anything I want about cranberry because it's the only one. There's no other like sauce competing with cranberry. Like cranberry and gravy aren't like in the same
I
boat.
can tell everything about you on this one question.
9 inches.
You have
Lies.
Leia lies. You have assortment of different pies on Thanksgiving. Big pies.
Don't you
Apple.
ever insult me? You already know what
Apple.
time I'm on, bro.
What's number one?
Apple.
What's number one? What's your
Number
number
one?
Apple cinnamon.
I got a question. Does peach cobbler count as a pie?
No, it's cobbler.
Absolutely not.
It's because it doesn't have a bottom, huh?
Yeah.
Is this only top? Yes. Okay. Then sweet potato.
Okay.
Wait,
bro.
what?
That's your number one pie choice. Is sweet
that's
potato
sweet potato.
pie.
Don't get me wrong. I eat more apple pie throughout the year, but that's because like in my head I'm like eating a sweet potato pie.
Apple pie?
eating
What
a
pie are
sweet
you going for?
Sweet potato pie
am I?
in March.
What are
Is,
you going? Pumpkin?
Apple, bro.
Apple?
Apple
Good
or
man.
pecan.
don't get me
Pecan
wrong.
pie's gas.
We come from a
Pecan?
pie family. We don't do cake on birthday. We do pies. We don't. That's
cultured, bro.
Yeah, we're fucking. But like, I also say this, like much like the tamale thing. If I saw you eating tamales in like May, I'd be like, that's weird. Like if I'm eating a sweet potato pie in like the middle of June, I'd be like, what's wrong with my guy?
If anybody's eating stuffing, it's not Thanksgiving. You're like, are they all right?
Yeah, what's the
Yeah,
other one we said?
facts.
Remember a while ago, we're like, hey, if you saw some dude just walking around with a funnel cake, like, how would you react?
I'd be jealous, honestly.
No, but like if you just walked outside of
it's
like
not the fair?
some dude just walked
I
outside.
would look for the fair.
The fair.
So, bro, just imagine walking out of Walmart, some dude's holding a funnel cake, his face looking like Bobby Brown in '84. Like you're just like, what the hell is going on in there?
I don't know.
But yeah, I just wanted to give my do's, do nots, and what I can't trust Travis about.
Again.
But speaking back to where do we want to go with this, boys? We got two options right now. One I didn't look into, and the other one he was just wilding. But you know, we'll give the floor to somebody who probably doesn't deserve it because I do think he is still a nasty McNasty man. We'll go 2 weeks with the nasty.
Why?
Why is Bill Cosby going on tour?
I don't understand. I saw that. What does that mean, though? Like he's actually doing a comedy tour? Who's showing up to that?
I bet people show up to that shit,
People
bro.
will,
I
but-
bet.
I think people show up to boo him. First of all, I think that's also an option.
Protest?
Why is he even in public? Like, go hide.
Well, they let him out because he thought he was going to die,
hide,
and
go
then they
hide,
said
go
that
hide.
he got some type of appeal. I'm not the fact police on this Bill Cosby matter. I'm gonna let you know. I'm not always with this on certain occasions, but this one I'm definitely on team. I listen to the victims. All right, my grandma told me 20 years ago that Bill Cosby was nasty. So either NBC really did start a smear campaign, or this man's as nasty as they say he is. Either way, I like real dirty comedy, and Bill Cosby shits on all of our favorite comedians. He makes fun of all of them for using the N-word. He says all this types of stuff while he's running around with rape allegations. So the self-awareness is absolutely low. Like, hey, bro, hey, even if you didn't do it, you shouldn't castrate D.L. Hughley if they're saying that you got multiple Darren Sharpers. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you walking around with a closet full of Darren Sharpers,
little Brett Favre action, little Brett Favre.
Brett Favre did not rape anybody. He just stole from the poor. There's a difference.
No, I thought he had I thought he did the.
No. All right, I'll say this: an unsolicited dick pic and rape are not the same thing.
Oh, I thought we were talking about unsolicited dick pics.
No. Bill Cosby is a legend.
Let me ask you a question. He comes to San Diego.
No.
Let's say somebody goes.
No.
I'm going.
Hey, you guys are terrible.
I don't know what's going on.
No way. You're terrible.
No, hey, can we talk about this, Josh? Can we talk about this? Last week we asked Travis to ask somebody for an interview, and he bitched out he conned himself out. He went, I don't know if he's following me. I don't want to press this button. I said, Travis, you just got to press 2 fucking buttons.
Was it?
And then he said, I said, Travis, you play Clash of Clans for more. Like, it takes you longer to play Clash of Clans. And you know what he did after that? Played Clash of Clans for 30 minutes while we talked about what happened during the interview.
That talked.
No, I understand. But here's my thing is, me and Josh are out here doing this shit for content, bro. We're trying to get ourselves to the next level. And you over here, you won't go see Bill. You watch the Cosby Show. You know what's funny? You know why black people go to college is because of Bill Cosby. And I know he's a nasty man, but black enrollment went up 87% after A Different World, which is a spinoff from the Cosby Show that he produced. He's a disgusting human being. But I'm not going to sit here and act like he didn't do positive things for the race.
So we're going for the content then.
We're going for the content. Okay. I need you in 2023, Trav, I need you to know that Travis Dion Gardner does not exist. Travis, the podcast personality, is a
guy.
Things that you don't care about, but you know other people find interesting.
I gotta care about it.
You gotta care about.
Damn.
I'm gonna let you know all your favorite podcasters fucking hate the shit they talk about.
I hope so.
2023, boys and girls, I'm selling out. I'm letting you know.
I'm selling out.
You're going to see me in a Macy's ad, a Weight Watchers campaign, a Panda Express commercial at the same time. I'm going to let you know. Wild. Josh is going to be doing a Pantene and a Supercuts commercial. You know, and they're still going to be cutting his eyebrows like a Puerto Rican. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Do they do eyebrows there?
I don't know, bro. No. Yeah, we're selling out.
What a Supercuts for your eyebrows is wild.
I'm about to say, low key. That's why I was like, wait a second. That's a concerning thing here.
Well, back to the topic at hand. Yeah, Bill Cosby has no business being
on tour. No,
on tour.
But you'd go.
If it was free, only if it was free.
If it was free, 100%. I gotta see what he's saying.
Or if the ticket's under $20.
No. I'm not spending money on it. I have to have some type of moral value. But speaking of people being places they have no business being, a man who has just been intrusive in my life with the dumbest thing in the world is goddamn Salt Bae. And he decided during the World Cup that he was Kevin Hart after the Philly special. And he ran up onto the field.
That was wild.
For a team that isn't even his country.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna let y'all know.
Pure. What's that? The Drake stuff? When you're looking for
Clout?
Yeah, Clout. Yeah.
He's a Clout chaser.
That was
wild.
I'm gonna let you know. Me, Travis, and Josh love Mexico.
Love Mexico.
But if Ochoa wins, I'm not running on the field.
No.
Out of respect to the actual Mexicans out there.
Yeah.
I would be pissed if I looked up and saw my black ass. Like they're I was gonna make a joke if I can't, but like, he's just out there. No, bro, and now he's just getting kicked out everywhere. Yeah. I just got to know, like, better question. What have you guys ever done, and then you realize later, like, I had zero self-awareness in that moment?
There's probably been a couple things, honestly, but I don't know.
That I had zero self-awareness?
Like, you realize in the moment, like, oh, I overdid that.
Oh, that's a great question. I kind of just embarrassed myself a little bit.
Yeah, like I'll give you guys an idea. Josh, we went out to New Year's a couple years ago, and we were at shouts to Tootie's. We went to one of our homegirls, or we went to a Tootie's birthday party. One of our homegirls we hadn't seen in a while, a very attractive young lady. I had a crush on her for years. I was feeling myself, had a nice little outfit on. She came, you look nice, She came up to me, and granted, she didn't end up going with us to New Year's that year, but she came up to me and she said, "Hey, do you have a New Year's kiss?" Instead of me being humble and telling the truth, like, "No, I never had a New Year's kiss, but like I'd love if you like came out with us on New Year's." She's like, "I heard you have plans." I said, "Yeah." My dumb ass looked at her and said, "Baby girl, you don't want these problems going into the new year."
That's your line.
That was my line.
That's crazy.
And I'm not gonna lie, it felt swaggy when I said it. But when it didn't work out later, I mean, we went out, had a great time, everything worked out. We talked for a little bit. But when I thought about the root of it, she once told me, she was like, I really liked you because you weren't like your friends. And I feel like you're kind of like your friends. And I feel like the root of that was when I started the situation with that dumb ass line, which in my head, the worst part was none of our friends were around. Like, we were kind of off to the side. I could have really made like a very valid impression and like solidified that I'm not like the rest of us. And I said what I'm much, much more emotionally like intelligent than you. I'm gonna let you know this right now.
Questionable.
I feel what I feel. You fake
with his emotions.
You fake care about people.
Hey,
but yeah,
I care.
If you want to, and then you forget, which means you don't care. But yeah, like if I can pinpoint one of like a Zoe doing too much, me thinking like, oh, she's gonna know I'm that guy right now. Saying you don't want these problems. In my defense, she did not want those problems going into the new year. But yeah, no, like what's a moment where you're like, damn, that was too much?
I can think of just times I embarrassed myself, bro. Like, not like I was too much. I'm pretty quiet for the most part, but I remember one time I was like really pissed because of self-awareness. After we beat Washington, I was on the team, but I didn't, I wasn't playing, but I was hyped, like we beat Washington, the Chick-fil-A Bowl. I was super. I never told anybody this story, and I was feeling myself a little bit, So when you win, they have like towels and newspapers that say, Bama won again. Those are the pictures you see, people holding those. So I'm like, grab that, So I'm holding it up to the crowd like this, like yeah, like yelling and stuff. There's a bunch of pictures of me holding the newspaper upside down. I'm like, I look like the biggest idiot in the world. Am I self-aware? Like in the moment, I was like, "This is sick," And then I like look at these pictures. I'm like,
great.
I'm like, delete all.
Hey, delete all. Hey, Josh, I got a question. Are you like the most viral non-player in NCAA history? Like you went viral playing catch with some little kid in the stands one time.
I went viral a few times for just things that were just stupid.
Like, do you think fantastic? Hey, did Nick Saban keep you for PR? Like, were you low-key a PR stunt?
I don't know, dude. Maybe
it could have been.
What if they were like, we got all these country black guys, we need a cute white boy up here?
I'll tell one Bama story that I haven't told anybody that I got in trouble for.
Is this a story?
It's not the Nick Saban.
Oh God.
I can tell that one a different time, but this one was funny, bro. So before that game, before we played Washington in the Chick-fil-A Bowl, which was we're a top 4 team, so there's 2 playoff games. So that's when people start transferring. It was right before the bowl game. So all of our quarterbacks besides Jalen hit the transfer portal. So I'm the only quarterback besides Jalen.
Fire.
So, but they're on the team, but they're like really not.
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool. So I get hit up by like a couple of reporters that are like you're the only other quarterback. Like, what do you think? I'm like, I'm ready to step in.
Like, what else are you supposed to say though, low key?
I used to say like I'm ready to help my team in any capacity that will help us win, things like that. I'm ready to step in. So like you're gunning for his spot.
I was like, kind of, bro, and I was like, Jalen's my guy, but I was like, if Jalen goes down, I'm ready. Like even though I like wasn't,
bro. In the words of T Grizzly, prayed on my downfall,
dude. So the next day, I'm like whatever about it, because I just talked to the guy on the phone for a little bit. And then I go on Twitter the next day and it says like, Bama walk-on quarterback is ready. And I'm like, no. I got crushed by Scott Cochran, the lifting coach. Because he like kind of handled all that stuff. He's like, hey, Pele, come to my office. Like, what's up? He's like, did you say you're ready? Like, you're ready to step in? If Jalen, I'm like, what am I supposed to say? He's like, you don't answer the phone. Like, that's not you to say. I'm like, but I'm ready. He's like, she's like, shut the fuck up. Like, that's not the point.
Hey,
yeah, what?
Do you think that's why Georgetown wanted you to transfer? Do you think Georgetown read that article and was like,
yeah, it was Georgetown ready? Yeah,
it was Georgetown who wanted you, right? Yeah, Georgetown's like, this guy's a Hoya. No question.
No, Villanova.
It was Villanova? Damn, you should win, low-key. But yeah, you think Villanova was like, ass. This is the guy.
Oh my God. There are 3 routes I'd love for you to fucking throw in the SEC. One of them, a post. One of them, about a 10 to 15 yard out. And I'd love to see about someone like, maybe like a, I like to see someone run like a Tampa 2 with the linebacker, like a little bit of pressure in your face and a linebacker right over the middle and someone's breaking in like a tight end right behind it. I want to see that ball thrown. There's about 3 rounds.
Josh got the post. I'm gonna go
the
on
post
money.
is the one I have.
I'm gonna credit myself. I wasn't ready to play like college football at Alabama for sure. Like I wasn't on that level of talent.
Yeah.
But from an arms standpoint, I was right there with all the other.
Your arm was
I believe
disgusting.
that 100%.
I hated you.
Hey, I started a whole hashtag, play Palais.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
I got like 47 retweets because we went to the Ole Miss game and they went through about 5 fucking quarterbacks and they wouldn't let Josh on the sideline because he was a walk-on. He didn't deserve to be on the sideline, to be honest. And fucking, and they ran out the gym by goddamn, Chad Kelly and Laquan Treadwell, if I'm not mistaken.
Damn.
2 busts in the NFL, but I will say dogs in college.
It was a great game. It was one of the best.
Wow.
Yeah, one of the. I went to one of the best college football games in history. Alabama's never lost
the
Ole Miss
last 20
twice.
years. It's in the top 10.
Yeah, without question. That shit was Kenyon Drake, the only Alabama like running back I really ever fucked with, got off that game. Had like a
Derrick
return.
Henry won the Heisman that year.
Yeah, dude. We saw history. Shout out to Josh. And to close out the show, I will be doing a nostalgic top 5. We're going to do top 5. Excuse me. We're going to do top 5 show intros from our childhood. And number 5, we have Miss Call Me, Beat Me If You Want to Reach Me herself. Young Christy Carson Romano, Kim Possible.
Pointy tits.
And if you would like to be an advertiser, this is where your ad would go. Number 4, the one and only Destiny's Child featuring Solange.
Oh.
The Proud Family.
Damn. That's classy. Peanut butter heads.
Number 3, Josh's all-time favorite. Because it's all that.
That's fire.
Fucking goated.
She went crazy.
And number 2, I have something that I never thought it would be so simple. But I find a way.
Wow.
Drake and Josh.
I love that show. Wow. Beautiful.
And the greatest intro song of our childhood, Fight Me. Fight Me. I don't care if he's crazy. I don't care what she says politically. That's So Raven has the greatest intro of all time. Fight Me.
That's great.
I swear. And that is my top 5.
That's really good. I must say, that's a great list.
Thank you. I appreciate
I'm surprised you didn't have Keenan and Kel in there.
I was debating that, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to go the all that route.
Proud
instead.
Family is absolute money.
Stupid money.
Underrated.
Money.
And shout out to a hometown. I know people were giving her hate for it, but I want to show some support. Otay Ranch's Joyce Rice did the intro to the new Proud Family one. And people were hating on it. And I just want to let you know, Joyce, I fuck with it. And if you want to come on this show, well, we'd fuck with you too.
You got a top 5, Josh, or what?
Yeah, hold on.
Josh has top 5 leave-in conditioners.
Hold on. Let me.
Wow. I can do my top 5.
Yeah, go ahead. Go.
All right. So, you know me. I'm a little bit of a gamer out here in these streets. Out here in the Twitch community. So I'm doing top 5 Overwatch characters. All right. We're going to go to number 5. Now, it was a good debate. Good debate here. I'm going to go Soldier 76, classic, puts down the DPS. I'm putting rockets in people's butts. It's good stuff,
Hey, hold on. Let me cut you off so early. But saying I put down the DPS, I put rockets in people's butts. If you don't know what DPS is, yeah, that's,
DPS is damage per second. All right, you dirty.
Like double penetration when you follow it with rockets and butts.
No, but it's DPS.
Okay.
All right. Number 4, going with the homie's favorite here, a little Zarya action. She'll out bench press, out deadlift anybody. Those bubbles are just absolutely clutch as hell. Clutch. Let's see here. Number 3, I'm gonna throw a little healer action here. I'm gonna give it to the old lady herself, Anna. You got the sleep darts, anti-healing people. It's just good stuff. And you feel like your DPS, not the dirty way that he said it, but damage per second, because you get to shoot things at the same time. Now, number 2, one of the easiest characters to use. I don't know why people don't use this guy, but Reaper. Like, why aren't we running a Reaper out there, guys? There's Roadhogs running rampant. It's just nuts. It's shoot them, kill them. Put down the damage. You guys are I'm tired of Hanzo's, tired of Genji's. Get out of here. And number 1, because this is my main lady, Mexico representative herself, Sombra. I'm hacking everybody. I'm getting behind. I'm shooting healers in their butts. Everyone's mad at me because I'm not putting enough DPS down, but I'm out here, Sombra, number 1. Bang.
I like that. I don't know what the fuck you just said, but I like it.
I like the passion because you obviously
I was
love
about
it,
to
bro.
say.
Like, I don't know what you said either.
This
but
might
I like
be
it.
Travis's best top 5, and I don't even know what he just said right now. Like, not a word. He said something about a salsa and then hacking people. I was like,
we'll do Apex Legends next week, boys and girls. Apex.
And then Josh will be gracious enough to bless us with his top 5 barbecue sauces out of Nashville in the year.
Yeah, exactly.
Number 1,
I had
Hattie
KC
B's.
barbecue, guys, from that trip.
I heard this shit's fire.
Stupid, bro. Yeah. Absolutely stupid.
Travis, I've never heard someone get bricked up while they talk to me.
Dude,
I feel like
stupid.
I could hear him in it, and it sounded like I was having phone sex.
And I had Waffle House back to back mornings.
Big Waffle House.
Okay, time out. Before we get to the shots, just give me a clip. Did everyone see the fight at Waffle House?
Bro, did you not see how she spun the chair off of her fucking forearm and threw that shit like an Avenger, bro? shit was crazy. I was like, and she was the same chick that was throwing them nasty uppercuts, bro. That lady was on them. She jumped the counter, fell under the counter. They picked her up. White girl came over, grabbed her hair, bink, bink, bink. I was like, holy shit, bro. I was like, get right boxing at its finest. I was like, it was good stuff, bro.
Hey, Josh, this was we had to be on the pod. Crop Travis, cut him, and do the side by side of the video. And Trav doing that on Instagram right now. I'm telling you right now, that is a mandatory. And we will get 10,000 real easy off how excited he was on that.
She Captain America that thing. She said, "Shink,
bro." That was when I saw it. This was how I knew it was crazy. 'Cause I was like, not to sound fucked up, I'm used to the level of negrosity and because I don't think that was the Florida Waffle House. Florida Waffle Houses, the white people are wilding in there too. That one, I was like, this is the only white person in here, and I knew it was wilding when her black coworkers started to help her, and then they realized they needed to help the bitch who was hurting her. Yeah. Like when you're like, no, it's like, get her off Tabitha, and you realize Tabitha is just fucking up weaves and breaking faces. You're like, oh, bro, there's nothing for that. But with that being said, we're gonna close out the show. Let's hear from the Tennessee kid himself.
Thank you, Alonzo. My top 5 is going to be top 5 drinking games. Number 5 just came into my life recently. Shout out to Natalie Gonzalez. It's Cheers Governor. Okay, if you guys don't know how to play Cheers Governor, a lot of people dislike it. I like it. It's fun. It's hard to explain, quickly, but fun game to play with about, let's say, 6 to 10 people. All right, number 4 is King's Cup. King's Cup is cool because you can hang out with a little small group of people. It's a good vibe, good way to get your drinks in and hang out and have good laughs. King's Cup is definitely top 5. Number 3 is Rage Cage. Rage Cage has a bunch of different names like Chandelier, Gaucho Pong, but Rage Cage most commonly known. Rage Cage is so fun when you have a big group of people. It's a good way to laugh. And
who know how to play the damn game though?
Yeah. Seriously.
Oh, God. I'm mad that he's not here, not to cut you off. I would love to hear Andre's Rage Cage story from 2 weeks ago.
That guy's an idiot.
Yeah. And then number 2 is beer pong. You got to find competitive acts when you can. And beer pong gets it going when you're with the boys. Beer pong is fun because it's just so heated. Like you walk in really like, hey, hope you're having a great night. You end like in their face.
Travel walked out of here 2 weeks ago, and I know I keep bringing up the beer die thing, but what started my hatred for Travis and beer die was that when he walked out of this garage, Josh and Trav were talking crazy shit about beer. I was like, I don't know what that is. And then Trav had the audacity right before he left to go, hey, you're mid at beer pong. And he looked me dead in my eye, and I knew at that moment that I was going to be a villain that day because I was like the level of audacity, just lies that were told.
I feel like you're streaky. I feel like when you're good, when you're on,
I don't think this
dangerous.
Is valid because Travis also doesn't know the definition of streaky. Check
I do remember that.
17.
I do remember that. No, that's why exactly I said that word. But no, that's why. I guess you're right. You are more consistent than streaky. I would say that DunZo, when on his game, when on his shit, is nice. That should be lasering in. I hate it. It's a chink. There's no. It's a. But the thing is that he's not always on his game. That's the only difference. Most of the time, you get a good partner in DunZo. It's a good partner. Is he going to win you the game? I don't think so. Is he going to help you win the game? 100%. But hey, when he's on his game, he's going to win the game for you. Now that's why I speak this because I'm that guy. I'm always on my game. Yeah. It's just I'm money.
You and Beeks.
Me and Beeks and shout out Lil Gills. This action in there.
Gomez really good too.
Gomez all right though. Yeah. He needs a high ceiling.
Gomez is mid.
I'm self-proclaimed ass at beer pong. Like,
yeah,
I'm straight.
But Josh also hasn't been in an establishment with a high enough ceiling for his art.
Yeah,
you're trying to bail me out right now. I'm not.
That's what Gomez would say. Gomez is also I would say like DunZo when he's on his shit. Dangerous.
Don't ever put me in the same category.
No,
I'm so much better than Gomez.
He made it to the championship.
Wow,
we were 13.
You guys guys can do that. Though.
Number 1 is Beer Die. Beer Die is the number 1 drinking game, most fun drinking game, hands down. Hands down, the best game during the summer with your friends. You can't beat it. Beer Die. Nothing else I can say besides if you haven't played, you got to play Beer Die.
Yes,
that's it.
We're so washed. We just had a 4-minute spat about drinking games. Like we're damn near 30 years old and we're still angry about this. Like we're 18.
What's your number 1 though? You never answered.
What?
Drinking game. Your beer pong.
Nah.
Beer Die is fun though.
Beer Die is fun. I just haven't played enough. I'm like 3-1 all time. And the first time we played, me and Josh won. The first time we ever played. And we played against the guys who taught us, and that might have been 6 years ago,
2013.
Yeah, it was like a long.
I didn't feel until I didn't find out until Beer Night until 2020.
We handled. But I'm gonna be honest because I am very strategic in the way I play. I run Rage Cage. I run that shit. I have as much fun as possible. I don't care about drinking early, but when it's time for it, I am the king of 1 cup. That ball's on the whole other side of the table. Like
he just recently did that.
Yeah, like I don't care what anyone says about it. Oh no, get that shit the fuck away from me. If I made it on the first cup, I dictate the flow of this game now.
Facts.
And if we learned one thing about any of the quick hitters, I have a control problem. You know what I mean? And if I'm gonna get it away from me, I'm gonna get it away. Hey, it's all fun and games. I treat rage cases the way I treat relationships with females. It's all fun in the beginning, and then when it gets serious at the end, I'm trying to get that shit as far away from me as possible.
Damn.
And with that being said, the Frontier Boys in the building tonight. And with that being shown, the Frontier Boys, on our way out. It's your boy DunZo. And I want to take a moment and thank everybody who's been on this ride for us. 2022, there's been some ups and downs. There's been some great things. But we want you guys to know that we're going to be doing a lot going into the new year. Travis is going to get his little Tourette's off. We might get a little Twitch stream going. Might have some merch. We're going to be expanding with JP25 Media along with the Young and the Wash show. More guests, more content, more us. If you don't like us, better get used to it because we ain't going nowhere. In the words of one Sean Puff Daddy Combs, can't stop, won't stop. But you know what I mean? And I just want to take a moment, though, that we really do appreciate everybody who's been on this journey and grown. Me and Josh always laugh. We said we had a 2-year plan. We're about 2.5 years in, and we're exactly where we were hoping we would be at this point. And for the last time of 2022, it is the Dusty Dynamo, the Teal who's known to tiptoe around you hoes like I got turf toe, Fat Face Fabio for the ones who want to know. And with me as always,
best nickname of 2022, Mr. Buckets and Backshots, and then honorable mention, the Hebrew Hammer here himself.
Can we get one time for London Dripton? I feel like Travis never
London Dripton's. It's all right.
It's oh really?
It's all right.
Okay, I guess my bad
for me at least, for my taste.
All right. And with that being said, Josh, you have any words for the people? Happy Hanukkah, anything like that?
I'm good, bro.
All right. With that being said,
we out.